What could you do to protect your pets if you're sick or injured? My product, Save My Pet ID tag, helps you ensure that your beloved pets are safe and well cared for, even when life isn't what you expect.
Raise a paw if you just dread giving needed medicine to your dog. I'm talking about you're always trying to figure out a way to make sure your dog swallows that pill. Am I right? Well, guess what? Help is here. Inspired by his own dog, our special guest created a nifty new product that is getting the medicine in and swallowed without a fuss. Please welcome from Tevra Brands, Mark Levin. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you. Glad to be here today.
Hey, Mark, you help me out. I think the product is called Twist Plus Lick Sim Pill. Is that right?
That is correct. That is correct.
But sometimes the name needs to say what it does, right? I feel like I need to do the dance, the twist when I first hear it, and then be relieved because it sounds like it's a real simple way to get medicine in a pet. So we're going to back up the bus. How long ago did you come up with an idea? Because people are trying to pop it down the back of their throat, hide it in treats. We're always trying to figure out a way to sneak a pill in. But tell us the story of Roxy.
Well, Roxy was a great dog. She had issues with her eyes, and she got older. She had some other health issues, required medicine every day. It ended up being twice a day. We had to actually pill her. And she was one of those dogs that was a chewer. There's 50% of the dogs out there are gulpers and 50% are chewers. And,
what kind of dog do you think was she? What kind
Roxy
of breed?
was a full-blown lab.
Oh, nice. Yellow, chocolate, black, purple?
She was a yellow lab. Yellow lab. Yeah.
Right.
And she was a great dog. In her later years, it was tough for her. And so we had a couple years of pilling her before she passed. And at first, she's a chewer. She chewed everything. And anytime you tried to give her a pill, she would find that pill by biting down. And you could hide it in just about anything you want. She would take that first pill. Once she bit down, she knew there was something there, and she went ahead and swallowed it. But the second time, when she'd start to bite down, she'd basically eat whatever we wrapped it in. And
it's surgery. It's surgical, canine surgical maneuvers, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That's the gulpers, though. And like I said, there's about that's the chewers. There's about 50% of the dogs out there that chew everything before they swallow. And those are the difficult ones to try and get a pill down.
There is a saying, labs, they chew till they're two and they shed till they're dead. Is that right?
Well, that is absolutely right.
So you got this smart dog, but she needs medicine. Just like for all the people out there, we love our pets. We need to give them medicine as prescribed because sometimes it's one and done, but sometimes they have an issue that needs steady medications, right, Mark?
That's exactly right. And if you can't get the dog to eat it, then you don't get it dosed. If it's not dosed, it's useless medicine.
So here you are sitting here trying to outfox Roxy.
Yeah. And so one day I started to think, we tried everything.
What some of the things that you tried that didn't make it?
Yeah, we tried the pilling treats that are out there on the market, Pill Pocket, and a number of other ones. We tried wrapping it in meat. We tried putting cheese around it. We tried peanut butter. We tried just about everything we could think of. And she would spit the pill out. She'd take her tongue and wipe off whatever's there and then spit the pill out. Even with peanut butter, it doesn't really stick to the pill, and she could put it in her mouth and lick, and then all of a sudden spit that pill out.
And the reason I ask you to make this confession, because there's a zillion people who are tuning into our show right now that are going like this. Yep, Mark, I tried that. Yep, check, didn't work. Yep, check, didn't work. So you are actually symbolizing what a lot of us have been frustrated about because we're supposed to be the smarter species, but it isn't true.
Not all the time, that's for sure.
So keep going. So I want to hear this process of a genius who makes an invention.
Yeah, well, I started off trying to create it. In my mind, I said, well, I need something that sticks to the pill.
Okay.
So the dog can't chew it and lick it and then spit it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what started this quest. And by training, I'm a food scientist. So I sat down and put together a gel, if you will, that was very sticky, and put it on my finger and put the pill in it and presented it to Roxy. And Roxy smelled it and gulped that down real quick with a bite. Just like I said, she bites everything.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Scientist.
Yeah.
What is in the gel? What made you think about what were you trying to create? What kind of gel?
It took a while to try and figure out the combination that would work.
Mm-hmm.
And then secondarily, how do you make a super sticky product dispensable?
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Yeah.
And so the first product I developed was a treat with a very sticky inside, this glue, if you will. And it was a very elastic glue. So like when you put it into that treat, that pill would not come out. And
that's
the dog
pretty amazing you figured this out. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. And then the dog would, like Roxy, the first time I gave her the treat, she tried to peel the outside off of the glue, and kind of did that and spit the pill out, but the glue was coated all over the pill. And she looked at that pill the first time after she spit it out, and she smelled the glue, and she goes, I really like that flavor of the glue, because that was the intent, something highly palatable. And so she picked that pill up with the glue on the outside, licked the floor after she was done, and chewed it and swallowed it.
Now, did you do the twist? Did you do the Snoopy dance?
I was interested in seeing if it would repeat before I did the dance.
There's my scientist going at it. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
And so I did it 3 days in a row, twice a day. And by the third day, she wouldn't hesitate. She just took it, chewed it, and swallowed it.
Nice.
After a couple of chews. So then we went out and tried to commercialize. And by the way, there is a patent on that.
Thank you, because that's just as an aside, tell people how important a patent is as far as protecting a creation.
Well, that stops anybody from trying to create something similar.
But it's a hard process, isn't it?
Oh, getting a patent is very difficult. Yeah.
You need some legal beagles on your team, right, Mark?
Well, yes, that's very true. It took a number of years to try and do it. I worked on it for about 4 years.
Wow.
To get to something that we could move forward with a patent. Now, the second part of that, though, is to commercialize it.
Okay.
And commercialization was difficult. There's one plant in the United States that can do it due to the combination of pieces of equipment needed.
Now, can I ask you something without you giving proprietary information? How in the heck do you know there's only one? And how did you find that one?
Well, I've been in the industry so long that I knew what plants had the combination of things that would make it work.
Nice.
Yep. The problem is that plant is sold out. And then they don't have time to even worry about it. So
what'd you do?
We had to regroup. And that's where Tevra Brands came in. The management team at Tevra and I have worked together for, 25 years, to be honest with you. And we used to be on a management team together for a company, Sargent's Pet Care Products.
Oh, yeah.
When that sold and moved on, all of the management team over a period of 4 years left. I was the last one to leave. And we regrouped and started developing products. And Tevra was born out of a combination of technologies and products.
Okay. Hey, everyone. We're speaking with Mark Levin. He's a genius. He's a scientist. He's a dog lover. And he created something we're going to dive into more about how to give your dog a pill and make sure the dog gets the pill. The thing is called the Twist Plus Lick SimPill from Tevra. We're going to find out more after we take this break. And you guys know the drill. Sit. Stay. We'll be right back.
Pet Greens just donated a large amount of catnip and cat grass to Beagle Freedom Project, who recently just converted an animal testing lab into an animal sanctuary called Freedom Fields. Giving cats in a rescue access to cat grass and catnip can really help with their mood or acclimating if they came from outside to inside. And reducing a cat's anxiety really helps their chances of getting adopted. If you'd like to learn more about Pet Greens, or if you're a nonprofit and would like to request some cat grass for your sanctuary, please visit petgreens.com.
Arden Moore here with some great news. I have not one, but 2 calendars coming out in 2025. Order yours now. For my feline friends, it is How to Speak Cat. You're going to learn why and how cats purr and how do they really talk using their tails. For my dog folks, we got How to Speak Dog. Why do dogs dig to dig? And what does it mean when they go belly up? And what does it really mean when they're giving you doggy kisses? Answers are here. Get your paws on the calendars today. Go to Amazon.com or click on this QR code. Paws up. Welcome back to the Four-Legged Life Show, everyone. I'm your host, Arden Moore. We're speaking with scientist Mark Levin, and thanks to his stubborn chewing dog, Roxy, the late great lab, he came up with something that's going to benefit us and our dogs for generations to come. It is called the Twist Plus Lick SimPill and Gel, and it's through Tevra Brands. And Mark, I continue the tale because it's one thing to have the scientific knowledge, but you also need to know how to make that idea, that concept, to be commercialized.
Right. Yeah. So the original concept and the original patented product was very difficult to commercialize. And so we had to regroup, and the folks at Tevra and I worked together to regroup on this and create something that was a little bit more simple to commercialize.
Okay.
And that particular product was actually creating the gel, but slightly modified to be able to be dispensed out of a plastic dispenser. And that plastic dispenser is similar to, let's say, a deodorant container where you twist the bottom.
Yes. Oh, that's a good analogy. Yes. Yep.
And so
you did that this morning. Yes, I did.
Yep. You twist the bottom, and that gel is then pushed out through the top. And it's pushed out in a way that delivers on the top of the container. So it builds up on top, and you're able to just put your pill into that, and it sticks. The pill sticks to that material. So when you present it to the dog, obviously the smell is highly palatable.
What are the 3 flavors I think you all offer?
Yep, it's chicken, beef, and peanut.
Peanut butter? It
is a peanut butter flavor. Yeah, but it's all of these are primarily meat as the carrier.
Yeah.
So you've got beef, you've got chicken, and on the peanut, it's peanut over chicken.
You're making me hungry. Okay, keep going.
Well, again, it's got to be highly palatable to dogs. It's got to be more palatable and more desirable than the bitterness of the drug that's being put in it.
Right. So, was Roxy the first you tried it on, or did you have a study where you tried it on all different types of dogs? You said before dogs are divided into 2 camps, chewers and gulpers.
Right. Yep. No, I definitely had to try it on dogs. Roxy had passed by the time that we regrouped and created the gel in the dispenser that is known as Twist and Lick SimPill.
Okay.
And I have 2. I had another dog called Lucky that needed to be pilled every day. He was epileptic, and trying to get pills down Lucky was very difficult. Lucky was a very strong chewer. Okay. And along with Lucky, he had a sister dog in the family called Sadie. Lucky has since passed. His epilepsy got the best of him. And
what's Sadie? What kind of dog is Sadie?
Sadie is a rescue dog out of Louisiana.
Cajun canine.
She is a mixture of all kinds of dogs. We did not DNA test her because we already knew.
Yeah, she is a Cajun canine. Everything, right? Yeah. Well, how big is Sadie?
She only stands about 24 inches, but she weighs about 85 pounds. So she's
a brick house.
She's got pit bull in her. She's very muscular, but her face is more of a terrier and lab.
That's a fun combo. Does she need to be pilled ever?
She does. Yep.
And how's it going with her with this Twist Plus Lick SimPill?
Oh, we continue to use it. She chews it and eats it and swallows it, but she's always chewing it first. And that's just her.
You just seem to gravitate to chewing canines. You don't have any gulpers.
No, for whatever reason.
So how does this work for gulpers? that need to take pills? Does that happen?
Well, obviously, the outside is highly palatable, and there's a aroma that creates a desire to eat. So the gulper would take it very easily. We see that across the board. We've not had a dog in our test panels and the expanded dogs that have used it. We've not had a dog that does not take pills with it.
I mean, can I ask you something? Do you ever think as a scientist, why wasn't this done years before? I mean, you're in the scientific world of discovery, and there's a lot of dogs out there that need meds. And I give you pause and applause for coming up with something. But were you ever thinking in the back of your head, why wasn't this invented sooner?
Oh, well, yeah, that's the basis of the patent, though.
Yeah.
It's an unexpected finding. It's very different. The first approach that we took is completely opposite of what people desire. As far as scientists and product development people, it's opposite of what a scientist would want to do on the type of processing equipment.
What do you mean?
Nobody went that on extruders, the machines that make pet treats and dog food. You would never want something that is highly sticky coming off of those machines.
Right. And that seems like they have to really be maintained a lot, because you could get, literally, it's stuck.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was part of the 4 years of development and trying to figure out how do we encase this in a way and cut it in a way that can be handled. And there, again, on that first concept, there's 2 patents. The second one just issued within the week here. And that was...
Wait a minute, you just hit me with a headline news. What's the second patent, Mark?
Well, again, it was all centered around that original concept.
Mm-hmm.
And that second patent dealt with a cutting system that cuts that and handles that highly sticky material.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I mean, are you doing now? Can you do the twist?
Well, yes, now I can do the twist. But the good news is this new product, the Twist Plus Lick SimPill Gel, we just filed a patent on that a few weeks ago. It filed.
Nice. I mean, there's people out there that have ideas, Mark, and we have people all over the world tuning in. Any 1 or 2 quick tips you can give people that have an idea on to how to have them keep being persistent?
Patents are very difficult, and there's so many ideas out there and so many people that have a creative idea. The crux of a patent is an unexpected finding.
Okay.
So as you look at your ideas, the big question, is it a eureka? Is it something that's unexpected?
Mm-hmm.
And that becomes the basis of a patent. And that's how you would put it in the context of that as you're developing it.
So these aha moments are vital.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if it's something that you sit back and you say, wow, that's unexpected.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah. Or it's something that an expert in the field would not have thought of.
Casey, my cat, just chimed in and said, you go, Mark. Right, Casey? So, okay, keep going. So does this work for cats? Have you tried it on cats?
We've not tried it on cats yet. Obviously, the palatability is very different for cats versus dogs. And so this first round is really focused on dogs. Will it work for cats? I mean, theoretically, that would be our next steps, is creating the flavor profile and texture that cats would appreciate.
Well, Casey is an orange tabby. He's known as Pet Safety Cat Casey. He's all about keeping pets healthy. He said, if you ever need a feline tester, call me.
Well, that sounds good. We will definitely.
Because I'm ready to help. I'm ready to help. How do people get their paws on this? Where do they go, Mark? Where is it available?
I know that it is now available on Amazon.
Okay.
And we've shipped to PetSmart. It is available, or it should be available soon at PetSmart. And I believe Chewy now has it online.
Oh, you've got the big 3. So where can they go? TevraBrands.com?
I would just go Twist and Lick.
Twist and Lick.
Or SimPill.
And it's SIMPIL, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got about a minute left. Any other parting message? I've really enjoyed having you as our guest.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on. This has been very fun.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life.